dive straight in and invite Dr. Krishna Maram. He's the Vice Chancellor at Universal Digital University and he's the Chairman and Founder CEO of Imperial College. He'll talk about building a nation of industry-ready students.
Good morning, friends. What a wonderful morning today. Thanks to Utkarsh and the team at the Education Tech Review for bringing me here to meet my old friends and to share a couple of learnings, what we learn for a beautiful topic that is building a nation of industry-ready students. I'm a little bit nervous today. The reason is one, unlike the earlier talks, first time my family also joined here. They never joined in any conference. So this is the first time they joined. The reason is not to listen to me. So they want to visit one of the temple in Kanchipuram. So I think couple of you people might have visited the 40 years God. Once in 40 years, this God comes. So we thought maybe this is the last visit to us in the life. Then my kids said, okay, if it is going to be a last visit for you, we don't want to be a last visit for us because we have still a lot of age to go the next visit also. So why don't you take us? So I said, okay, please join. So coming to the topic, so when I'm talking about the building a nation of industry-ready students, today we at India have closely 340 million students from play home to PhD, with more than 985 universities, 39,000 colleges, and 280,000 the schools. And always in every conference we keep talking about India with young minds. Out of 1.3 billion population, we have closely 59% of our population below 30 age group. So when we have all these advantages with us, then why India cannot be a strong nation with the knowledge? So in my presentation, I am going to share more on these aspects, how we can look forward to make India strong with industry-ready students. But in reality, whatever news you read, so wherever you go, wherever you attend the conferences, people keep talking about the employment rate in India is the lowest now in the 40 years history, in the recent trend. And also in most of reports, they say 75 to 80% of our students who are coming out of the colleges are not ready to take up the jobs which are available in the current scenario. So what exactly the things are happening in India and how together we can able to achieve this a greater task to build new India. So when I'm talking about this, I just would like to share a snapshot about the global economy. Today, the global economy is close to 100 trillion. Out of this 100 trillion global economy, the United States of America contributes closely 20 trillion. And they are projecting around 25 trillion in the next 5 years. In the same way, we at India, I think you keep reading the news in the last 15 to 20 days, the Niti Aayog meeting which held in Delhi with the chief ministers and headed by the Prime Minister and the Vice Chairman of Niti Aayog, Rajiv Kumar, they say India will reach 5 trillion economy by 2024. So how we will reach this 5 trillion economy in the next 5 years? So when you talk about the economy globally, we are the fifth largest economy in the world. After US, after the China, Germany, Japan, then we are the fifth largest. And unlike the other four economies, we are in the positive side. And we are growing at a very high rate of the growth. So when I am talking about the US economy, which is the largest economy, again, I had a little bit of experience working in US economy, working there, taking up some couple of projects. So what I see is today, the US economy, the $20 trillion economy, 14% of this economy contributed by none other than Indians who are working in US in multiple fields, in IT, in education, doctors, in other areas. So what exactly happening is mainly the US, UK, and global economy, if you look, the Indian contribution to the global economy is the highest. Not only our 2.6 trillion, the people, the Indians working across the globe, their contribution is a larger. So how we can bring back this larger contribution of Indian people working globally is the greatest challenge. So here I just would like to share a small example. In 1995, I think the same month, July 5th, there is a company which started in Washington, Seattle, in a small garage, started selling books. In 25 years journey, today, this company became a #1 company in the world. So can anybody guess which is this company? Amazon, exactly. So this company today, the world's #1 company, and this position, they're able to reach in 25 years' time. So today when you talk about the Fortune 500 companies today we have, out of the Fortune 500 companies, we have more than 140 to 150 companies are more than 100-year-old companies. But the Amazon journey just took 25 years. And we have multiple companies in India as well as globally, they're struggling to reach to that position. So how Amazon can able to reach to the #1 position with a clear focus, clear strategy? The same way, I think if Amazon is a $1 trillion company, so when we are talking about the Indian economy of 2.6 trillion, which is closely 35 to 40%. So in a US economy, if you look at the 20 trillion, out of that, major contribution comes from the 10 companies. Out of the $20 trillion, 10 companies contribute half of the US economy. Starting from Amazon to Microsoft to Google to Facebook to all these companies contribute half of the economy. In India, we don't have that kind of a companies which can able to contribute to the even a 5% or 10% contribution of Indian economy. So the reason is, again, coming back to the main topic, we are unable to build the strong skills in students. That is the reason today in every conference we call as there is a gap between the industry and academia. Then we keep on blaming, industry. Then industry keep on blaming the academia that we are unable to produce people which are required to take up the jobs ready. So how we can able to solve this, the bigger problem, to move forward, to reach to the next destination. So here, I just would like to touch a small snapshot where what exactly happened in 1 minute across the world. In 1 minute, that is in 60 seconds, What exactly happens? If you look into this picture, so in 1 minute, that is in 60 seconds, 1 million people log into the Facebook. 18.1 million texts are sent, and 4.5 million YouTube viewers added into the system. So like that, 87,500 tweets, 347,000 Instagram. So by this time, couple of chats and Instagrams might have happened in the same conference hall itself. So this is how 1 minute makes the difference. 1 minute is the most valuable. So here, to tell you about the 1 minute story, again, coming back every day, 86,400 credited to our account every day morning. By end of the day, the credit will not be available in your bank. It will be over. The next day carried, then again 86,400 will be credited. Again, by the end of the day, this 86,400 will not be available in your account. Can anybody guess what is this 86,400? Exactly. The seconds, 86,400 seconds are added every day into our account. By the end of the day, this 86,400 will not be available, but the progress, we have to look every second to build a strong nation, to build a strong values in the student system. So here again, coming back, I was just reading, today newspaper. Yesterday in Parliament, I think one of our former sports minister, Rathod, was telling, India got a potential to achieve 100 Olympics gold medal in next 15 years. So how many people believe this statement? So his statement in the Parliament yesterday was, India got a potential to achieve 100 gold medals in the Olympics in the next 15 years. So it looks very simple. It looks very simple to achieve this, but it is not so easy. So, which again reminds, most of the times whenever I go, I give this example. In Olympics, the most popular event, one event, is 100 meters running. 100 meters running. So who is the gold medal winner in the last Olympics in 100 meters running? Any guess? Who is the 100 meters winner, gold medal winner? Usain Bolt. Who is the silver medal winner? Who is the bronze medal winner? So, same question I keep asking whenever I get an opportunity to speak. So, for the first question, most of the conferences, 50 to 60% of the people reply that Usain Bolt is gold medal winner. When it comes to the silver and bronze, hardly people will reply. But if you see the difference between the gold medal, silver medal, and bronze medal, it is just again the fraction of seconds. It's a fraction of seconds. The reason is the Usain Bolt record in Olympics is 9.5 seconds, where the next silver medal winner, he just lost the gold medal with just a nanoseconds. The same way the bronze medal winner. But people remember only the successful stories. So today, to create an idea, to get a $1 billion idea, 20,000 ideas will be screened. Out of the 20,000 ideas, one idea will become a $1 billion idea. Like you have a wonderful examples of, if you talk about India, maybe a Flipkart, Ola, Paytm, Big Basket, Book My Show. These are some of the best examples where ideas can able to transform to the billions of dollars. So how in our education system we have to bring the problem solving methodology in students can able to make wonderful result. I still remember my first day class in ISB. I think Professor Javier will be knowing Kavil Ramachandran is a professor of entrepreneurship. So he was telling, if you can able to solve any problem with a solution, then that is $1 billion idea. So way back in 2001, in that class, whatever we discussed, whatever we listed down, 10 to 15 problems, that become a now $1 billion of ideas. So in our teaching methodology, we lost on developing this problem solving skills in students. That is the reason the students are unable to get the challenges which are available in the market, because the market is the most dynamic. Every minute, every second, there is a changes keep happening. And our students are not trying to this. And the other problem what I see in Indian education system here is majority of the parents, the stakeholders, the students will be looking forward only getting a degree. If you look at the other economies, especially countries like Germany, countries like United States of America, Australia, which are growing in a faster speed, they concentrate more on skill development. So where this portion is lacking in our education system, because we give more importance to the degree and we don't give hands-on experience. Even though we have an internship system, we have a practical system, still we not changed in the last, still the book which I read in the marketing management by Philip Kotler, the same book is followed even after 25, 30 years. Only the cover page is changed, nothing inside. So today Philip Kotler is around 87 age. I had a great opportunity to meet him in US a couple of months back. So when we were talking in a few minutes time regarding the social media impact, regarding the analytics, regarding the new technologies, he says, still I'm not familiar with all these things. Still people follow his 4 P's of marketing. Still he follow the strategy what he thought in the marketing book. So what I'm trying to say from these examples is, if you really want to develop a great nation, then that can happen only with the students' power. Because when you talk about example as a India, then we have always talk about the demographic dividend, what advantage what we have in India. So if we are unable to convert this demographic advantage, the dividend, into for a right prospective thing, then it will become demographic disaster. Because the youth, what we are talking, 60% of the youth, if they are unable to get a jobs in future, in the next coming 10 to 12 years, then the nation is going to be in so many troubles. So the task is on each stakeholder of us, because we play very crucial role developing these young students. So how we can together can able to develop this mindset. So today when you talk about changing the world with the technology, so this is how students look at and use the technology. Today, the penetration of mobile in the student community is the highest. Today, out of 1.3 billion people, we are having 110 crore mobile connections. So the Martin Cooper invention reached every corner of the society, every corner of human being. There is no product in the human civilization in this world which reached so fast like mobile phone. So how we can optimally use this mobile technology into creating a knowledge is the greater challenge for every professor, every institute, every university, every organization, technology organization. Because 50% of the time what happens is, in major research shows that the usage of mobile is not in an optimum way in a country like India. Even though the tariff rate is the lowest in the world of using the mobile, and availability, access to the mobile phone, the cost of the mobile phones are the lowest in this country, but still we are unable to use this mobile phone for our education purpose. So this is the one area I think every college, every university, every professor should able to put a little interest and attention on this aspect, how we can able to develop a content which can reach beyond your classroom. So in fact, Professor Javier is one of the pioneer in this field. I keep observing the way he developed some of the online learning platforms way back. Even that time, I think Baiju also not there in the market. So these are some of the changes we can able to bring to the society and able to transform. Because when you talk about skill development, when you talk about the knowledge economy, I think this is the best platform we can able to reach large number of people with the proper right content, the right information. So if we can able to reach using this technology, using this information, I think definitely we can get a greater impact and result with the student community. So again, coming to the topic, how we can leverage the technology. Recently we had a kind of interaction with the Niti Aayog. So one of the professor from California Institute of Technology, his name is Professor Umberto Salpaso. He developed a new theory called GDKP. Normally every country, the prosperous, is calculated using the GDP. So what he done is, he added the K into the GDP. So this is called gross domestic knowledge percentage or product of the country. That means what he says is, this professor, if the knowledge of the people of the country is a greater, then definitely the country will prosper, the GDP will prosper. So this idea he given to the PMO team and also to the Niti Aayog. Then India is going to be a first country to adopt the GDKP formula into the knowledge economy of this country. That is the reason in the Niti Aayog meeting recently, they projected India will become a $5 trillion economy in the coming 5 years. So on this GDKP movement, I think a lot of things are going to happen soon. We are planning a first interactive meet with the educators on this platform in the month of September in Bangalore. We're calling the vice chancellors across this country and the principals, directors, professors, industrialists, NGOs, the government agencies come into the one platform, work towards creating a knowledge economy in the society where we can able to achieve the dreams of 5 trillion and able to achieve the objectives what we are looking as a strong nation. So on this journey, I think I invite each one of you to be part of this. You will be getting a communicating. Most probably we will be connecting with Utkarsh and able to reach all of you how we can able to involve your organization into this journey GDKP and involve all the educators into this. So I think we are going as a country in a right direction. I think the country with this speed, with a large population available, definitely it is a greater task to achieve bigger things in a limited time. So, but if we have a strong mindset, if we can able to adopt the change and we can develop a passion with us, I think it's not a greater challenge. It is going to be a easier challenge only. So with this, I would like to just tell about our journey. In this journey, we just few years back, we started after the college, after the digital university, we just started a company called Vision Digital India. It's a part of Imperial Group. What we are trying to do is providing digital skills to all. So bringing the technology programs to the doorsteps of you, bringing the companies like IBM, companies like Microsoft, companies like SAP, all these companies like Amazon Web Services, bringing to the campus to bridge that gap, what we are talking about, the industry academic gap. We are just trying to bridge that. So in this journey, we are able to reach closely around 28,000 students in India itself, and able to reach closely around 95 to 100 universities and colleges. So that's all from my side.